Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host, Definition, aka the Man of Spoils, aka the Death Knight, aka these puns get worse and worse every video. With Crisis on Infinite Earths knocking it out of the park this week due to its awesome finale, DC fans are now looking to the future to see what's in store for the universe. Throughout this video we'll be breaking down all of the upcoming DC comic book movies and discussing their release dates and what we can expect. There's going to be some spoilers here in regards to a Crisis on Infinite Earths cameo, the Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman plot leaks, as well as behind the scenes shots of the Batman, so if you don't want anything potentially ruined about some of these movies, then I highly suggest that you turn off now. If you're still here, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more breakdowns like this every day, and with that out of the way, I just want to give a huge thank you for clicking this video. Now let's get into our breakdown of the upcoming DC slate. Okay, so first up is Birds of Prey, or to give it its full title, Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. You had to ruin my YouTube tags, didn't you, DC? You idiots! Anyway, the film is due to be released on February the 7th, and with it being less than a month away, there's actually quite a lot that we know about the movie. Margot Robbie will once more be reprising her role as Harley Quinn, and she'll be teaming up with Mary Elizabeth Winstead's Huntress, Rosie Perez as Detective Renee Montoya, and Journey Smollett-Bell as Black Canary. According to the leaks, the film is going to centre around a young Cassandra Cain stealing a sex tape from Black Mask, and after he orphans her, she goes looking for help. This puts her on a path with a newly single Quinn, and together they team up with other people that Mask has wronged in order to take him down. Whether this movie is any good, we don't know yet, but there are rumours that this film will kill off Jared Leto's Joker, so DC can bring across Joaquin Phoenix's version of the character to the main universe. We will find out in less than a month, but this film is going to kickstart the 20s on either the right or wrong foot for DC. After this comes Wonder Woman 1984, which is due to be released on June the 5th. Diana Prince, aka Wonder Woman, is arguably the DCEU's most popular character at this point, and even the underperformance of Batman v Superman couldn't stop Gal Gadot from shining in the role. After the success of the first movie, the Patty Jenkins directed film has been fast-tracked and is going to take place in the 80s during the final days of the Cold War. Pedro Pascal is playing Maxwell Lord, and according to the leaks he commissions Kristen Wiig's character Barbara Minerva to search for a mystical stone that makes wishes come true. Minerva finds it and wishes to become a superhero, and this transforms her into the villain the Cheetah. Angered at Lord, she goes on a mission to kill him, but he hires Wonder Woman, saying that in exchange for protection he'll grant her one wish, which she uses to resurrect Steve Trevor. Almost said Steve Rogers there, thank God for editing. Anyway, due to the phenomenal trailer, Wonder Woman 84 is building a lot of hype around it, and it could usher in a new era for the DC characters. After this, DC have over a year-long hiatus before we get the Batman, which is going to release on June the 25th, 2021. Ben Affleck was originally signed on to write and direct the project, but after things fell apart, Warner Bros decided to bring Matt Reeves to oversee the project, and he went in a different direction, casting Robert Pattinson as the Dark Knight. The film is currently shooting in the UK right now, and over the last couple of weeks we've had behind the scenes photos that show Pattinson as well as Colin Farrell as the Gotham crime boss the Penguin. Jeffrey Wright is playing Commissioner Gordon, and Zoe Kravitz is playing the role of Selina Kyle. The movie is reportedly going to be following the story of the Long Halloween, and there are rumours that we will be seeing both the Batsuit and Batmobile very soon, as the film is shooting exterior night scenes on the streets of Glasgow right now. I'm massively hyped for the movie, and out of the lineup, this is the one that I'm looking forward to the most. After this comes the Suicide Squad. After James Gunn was fired by Disney, DC quickly snapped him up, and though he has signed back on with Marvel to direct Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, he is very much putting all of his efforts into this follow-up. The first Suicide Squad underperformed, and Gunn is hopefully going to breathe life back into the franchise with a wealth of characters. Margot Robbie will return as Harley Quinn, Joel Kinnaman is back as Rick Flag, Jai Courtney is returning as Captain Boomerang, and Viola Davis will be overseeing the mission as Amanda Waller. There's also a lot of new names heading up the project, such as John Cena, Idris Elba, Nathan Fillion, and Michael Rooker, and all in all it seems like it's going to be a great film when it releases on August 6, 2021. Now, just when you think 2021 couldn't get any more packed, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will finally be making his debut in the DC universe as Black Adam on December 22nd, 2021. The character was supposed to debut in Shazam, and there was a little nod to him, but the studio decided to save his entry for his solo movie. Instead of the usual villain that he's often portrayed as, Black Adam will be more of an anti-hero, and apparently the film will be introducing the Justice Society of America, so make sure you stay locked to the channel for more information on this project as we get it. 2022 truly begins for the DCEU on April Fool's Day, with Shazam 2 dropping on April 1st. Shazam was a big turning point for the DCEU, and though Aquaman and Wonder Woman were extremely successful, this showed that the DC team could make a comedy instead of sitting in the dark demeanour that they tended to. We don't know much about the cast or plot, but it is assumed that a lot of the characters will return here, with potential for Black Adam and the character to go head to head. After this, DC are dropping a more kid-friendly movie with the release of DC Super Pets on May 20th, 2022. This animated adventure is set to follow Crypto the Superdog, Ace the Bat-Hound, and many more as they tell tales from the DCEU. It's a big leap for the company, and though it probably won't be part of the main continuity, it does show that they are trying new things. Following this is The Flash, which is due to hit cinemas on July 1st, 2022. Ezra Miller is back as the Scarlet Speedster, and Andy Muschietti has confirmed that this will be a Flashpoint based film that is reportedly going to shift Ben Affleck's Batman out of continuity and bring Pattinson's in. Ezra made a big cameo in Crisis, and it's great to see that the actor is still going ahead with what has been a very long delayed project. 2022 ends with Aquaman 2, which is due to be released on December 16th. This is one of the most anticipated DC movies in development, and after the first film grossed $1.14 billion, it's easy to see why. James Wan is back in the director's chair, and all of the main players including Mira, Orm, and Black Manta are set to be returning. We don't know much about the film, but expect an underwater adventure that builds on a lot of the plot points of the first movie. Up next are other movies in development that we do know about but just don't have a specific date for. Firstly, a Batgirl film has been on the slate for a while after Joss Whedon stated he'd be interested in bringing the character to the big screen. Whedon reportedly wanted to adapt the $1 million debut of Batgirl, but he stated that he couldn't make it work. Though he left the project, Warner Bros are still pushing ahead and apparently looking for a female director to take the helm. The script is currently being penned by the Birds of Prey writer, and it does look like this is going ahead. Green Lantern Corps is also due a film, and it was announced in 2011 that Warner Bros were working on a film centered around the group. This movie was stated to have a July 2020 release, but as we know, it currently isn't in production. However, there are rumours that the project will be moving to the new HBO streaming service, and after a teaser in the latest episode of Crisis, it does seem like things are in the works. Whether this will be a movie that launches on the platform or a TV show, we don't know yet, but I thought I'd include it on this list just in case. Justice League Dark is also apparently close to getting off the ground, with Guillermo del Toro and Doug Liman both being attached to the film. This was originally titled Dark Universe, but after they ran into problems with Universal, it was changed to Justice League Dark. WB are actively trying to get this made, and I don't think it'll be too long until we get an official announcement from the studio. In addition to this, New Gods is set to be directed by Ava DuVernay, who is also going to be penning the script with Tom King. Darkseid will be the primary villain, and after his big entrance didn't happen in Justice League, this will be his first appearance. The Trench also got added to DC's slate within the last year, and this Aquaman spin-off is going to centre around the sort of Land Before Time aesthetic that the location provided. It won't tie into the main DC timeline, but there's still a lot of potential here for interesting plot elements. On top of this, we also have rumours of a Nightwing Chris McKay movie, as well as a Supergirl film from 22 Jump Street writer Oren Uzel. Gotham City Sirens is being headed up by David Ayer, Harley Quinn is also getting a solo movie, and apparently a Cyborg film is still on the cards starring Ray Fisher. Black Hawk is still being worked on by Steven Spielberg, and who knows, we may even get a Batman vs Joker movie at some point down the line. The slate is filled to the brim, and if you thought the last decade was good for comic book movies, then you haven't seen anything yet. There's a lot of potential ahead, and there's never been a better time to be a DC fan. They're definitely in a position at the moment where, if they play their cards right, they could really rival Marvel, and it's going to be an awesome decade for fans of both. Now obviously I'd love to hear your thoughts on the lineup and which movie out of the bunch that you're most excited for. Comment below and let me know, and if you enjoyed this video then please give it a thumbs up and make sure you check out our breakdown of the full Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover finale, which is going to be linked at the end. We go over all of the big cameos, Easter eggs and more, so it's definitely worth checking out if you want to know more. You can support the show by subscribing to us on Patreon, and if you want to come chat to us after the video, then join our Discord server in the description below, or follow us on Twitter at DefinitionYT. That's the best way to keep up to date with everything at Heavy Spoilers, and hopefully we see you over there very soon. Also just want to let you know we're giving away a free copy of Dr. Sleep to one random subscriber. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts on the slate in the comment section below. The winner's going to be chosen at random on the 15th of February and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. This is a channel for people who are super into superheroes, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I've been Definition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.